And in this segment, we'll go ahead and get into the engine bay area. And I'd like to start off with the trim tag. As indicated, your code starting from this number here. Let me get in focus the best I can. I apologize for that. I'll start by coming back here and see if I can get an angle on it. Starting on the left, second row down, you'll see 733, which is your black vinyl bucket seat trim interior. And following straight across, we have a duplicated 6969 that indicates Cortez silver for 1969. We have the correct brake system for power front disc brakes, utilizing the 1969 only master cylinder. The vehicle also features the correct radiator shroud for big block, including your rubber mat, correctly installed, the correct bracket. You have your heater core, big block heater core, correct. And this will show the detail of the build of the engine. Again, very clean, very sound, very, very strong motor. Estimated in exceeding 375 horsepower, which would have been the factory application. And again, this car does have power front disc brakes and power steering. Detailed firewall. And that'll conclude under the engine bay area for this part of the documentation. And I wanted to display the front end, again, fit and finish. Down the fender line, all the way through back to the quarter panel. This is a very well restored 1969 Nova big block car. Original glass. In this segment, we'll document the trunk area. And as we can see, the trunk area is in perfect shape. All original sheet metal. This vehicle does come with the correct spare wheel and jack assembly. As I pull back the mat, we're documenting that this is an original floor pan with no issues of deterioration at all, and it does have the correct splatter paint for 1969. The correct informational decals on using the floor jack that comes with the car, I should say bumper jack, as well as operation, because this is a posi rear end unit. Down the side of the car, all the sheet metal lines are very nice, very neat. I want to point out the trunk seal area, which is very clean. Factory lip all the way around. No concerns, no areas of rust. Again, this car was obviously very well kept. This will be documenting the interior of the car, because we'll see we have nice newer door panels, correct armrest, newer window mechanisms, cranks, felts, all new door rubbers. a very beautifully restored cherry wood sport steering wheel, which would have been an option for 1969. We do have an aftermarket tachometer in the dash. And again, I apologize for trying to get that to zoom in correctly. There we go. All the heater controls are in perfect operating order. Down into your center console, which is a gauge package delete. We have new carpet, sill plates. I want to point out the detail in the trim of the seats. New buttons were installed, release buttons. Headrests are perfect. Interior is great. Nice speaker system in the package tray. Headliner. The dome light does work. I just happen to have the bulb out at this time. Again, door panels are new. The dash pad is flawless, appears to be original. And that will conclude the interior. This will be used for documentation for the underside of the car. As you can tell, a new fuel tank, sending unit were installed. The rear end has been completely gone through. It's a 12-bolt, original to the car. Multi-leaf springs. The exhaust system comes out correct to the rear of the rear tire at an angle. Floor pans are all original to the car, are clean, in great shape. Subframe has been sandblasted, painted, and reinstalled with new hardware. Correct original 621 bell housing. And the suspension and brake calipers have all been gone through. And this is another angle coming back through the floor pan sections. I want to make note of the original tag is still in place for the rear end fluid fill. Just trying to give you another angle here of the floors.